Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. This one is also uploaded a bit late, or a week later than it should have been, and I'm very sorry for that. I want to mention that in my hardcore world I'm currently farming towards a big project, so in this video you will see a lot of just material gathering, also some building, so don't worry about that. But I'm almost ready to start working on the big builds. I've been gathering materials for months, so yeah, it's a big project. That being said, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on future uploads, and enjoy the video. Well, as you can see at the day counter, I have been killing blazes for hours. I need a lot of blaze rods, which you will later figure out why. I was at like 86,000 blazes killed when I had all the blaze rods I needed, and I was well pretty close to 100k, so I was like, you know what? I might as well just go for the 100k because it looks cool, right? Honestly, realistically thinking about it now, I don't know why I did it, but yeah. This itself almost pushed me to a burnout. I just didn't feel like playing on my hardcore world for such a while when I was killing blazes, but the good thing is that I'm done with it. So for my next project, I needed quite some quartz, so I started trading for quartz. I still regret not having a lot of stone masons. When I made the trading hall, I saw no point in it. Little did I know they sell quartz. I didn't know that at the time. So the next few days I was AFK at my iron farm. I wanted to use the iron to trade for emeralds, mainly because I broke the wood farm and I had no idea how to fix it. Like sure, I eventually fixed it, but at the moment I just didn't feel like it. Also, I had an iron farm that made quite a lot of iron per hour, so why wouldn't I use that, you know? First I started trading for quartz again, and I got bored of that, so I wanted to do some mining. So into the nether I went for some quartz. But I actually got a decent amount of quartz. I just never understand why I need 4 stacks of quartz to make 1 stack of quartz blocks. Like, come on, man. To be fair, I always complain about that, but I mean, come on, it's valid, right? Anyways, the amount of quartz I farmed weren't really enough, so that kinda sucks. So back to the iron farm I went. I didn't feel like mining, so trading it was. But I already ran out of iron, so yeah. Another hour AFK at the iron farm. I'm so happy I made this farm back when I needed hoppers for the storage room. Which, by the way, I still haven't moved the old storage into the new one, and I should probably start doing that. Anyways, back at the villages for the last needed amount of quartz, for now at least. Also, did I mention I hate the cooldown on trades? Like, what do you mean I need to wait 10 minutes for trades to be off cooldown? I feel like that's why farming quartz always takes so long. It's just mainly the long cooldown and the low amount of villages I have. I will fix that very soon. Next thing I needed was some snow. Pretty easy to farm and also felt nice to farm for once. I didn't need that much, so that's nice. Also, I'm currently gathering materials for a chorus fruit farm. I don't know if I mentioned that. And I designed a pretty big one, which if you have seen past videos, you might have seen this farm, but yeah. The next 2 days I was farming random materials, like dispensers for example, also made quite some buckets. And I needed some glass. So I first got all the dispensers and then I got the sand. I need to find a new desert to get sand from. I don't want to ruin the entire biome, you know. Once I had all the sand, I smelted it, which didn't take long. Mentioned it before, I don't really like being AFK that much, but sometimes you just can't avoid it. So I went AFK for some frog lights. Not much I can say about this, I'm just standing on some glass waiting for frog lights. This material I also didn't need a lot of, so that was done pretty fast as well. Last thing I needed to get was some packed ice. I still like farming this block. I still don't know why, maybe it's because it's a pretty block. And it insta-breaks. Anyways, I had some leftover packed ice from previous projects, so I didn't need to mine a lot. And yeah, that's all the materials I needed. Let's start building the chorus fruit farm.
Take your time and do your tricks. All I do is sing along. Yeah, I need you around for brighter light and firmer ground. When you believe in me, love
Okay, so the farm is done now. Well, not fully, but I wanted to see how well I can farm this without having dispensers at the top, and I can confirm it wasn't great. Not that the dispensers made it any better, but we will get into that. Anyway, yeah, I farmed a little bit of chorus fruits. It's mainly just a lot of waiting. Gathering flowers took really long, so yeah, it was time to add the dispensers. So I started gathering all the materials I would need for it. The main thing I needed was a lot of redstone and quite some dispensers. I had pretty much all the materials for the dispensers, just not the redstone, so I went mining for some redstone. I didn't really get much. To be fair, most of the redstone in this area is already gone, so it's about time I find a different way to get redstone. For now, trading is the solution. I know there is a farm for redstone, but I don't know if I want to make it. Anyways, I didn't have much villagers that trade redstone in my trading hall, so it took me quite a while to get all the needed redstone. And of course, I ran out of emeralds, so I went to my iron farm once again. I wasn't there for long, seeing I didn't need crazy amounts of emeralds to get the last needed redstone. I spent quite some time here at the iron farm now that I think about it. Like, soon I'll be back here again. It's, to be fair, the only way I can currently get a lot of emeralds, seeing I haven't fixed the wood farm yet. So yeah, that's that. So the next day, I was trading with my villagers. Yep, that's all I did this day. Just trading iron for emeralds, and then I got more redstone. But at least I have almost everything I need to finish the chorus fruit farm. The other thing I needed was snow. I wanted to put snow in the dispensers, seeing that snow also breaks chorus flowers. Which, now that I think about it, wasn't that bad of an idea, but it's not great for how big this farm is. So I used a schematic for this, and of course easy place. If I didn't, this would have taken a lot longer. I didn't make the entire roof out of dispensers. I also used some of the leftover snow blocks. I mean, it looks horrible either way. Looking at it, it kind of reminds me of that one phobia. Also, I want you all to know, this was a horrible redstone design, and no, I don't want to talk about it. Anyways, yeah, it was time to start farming chorus fruits, and I need a lot. So as you can see at the day counter, I farmed for quite a while. And honestly, let me walk you through it and try to keep it as short as possible. Because honestly, it was just a mess. So first of all, I started by filling the dispensers with snowballs. If you wonder where I got the snowballs from, I made like a new snowman here at the farm. Once I filled all the dispensers, the chorus fruit farm was already grown, so I activated the dispensers. Then I had to go down to the farm and activate the water. And then once all the water got all the chorus fruit and flowers into the hoppers, it was time to plant new flowers. And so on. Until I got sick and tired of snowballs, so to the iron farm I went to AFK for some iron, because I need a lot of emeralds. Once I got all the iron, I started trading with my villagers for emeralds. And then I bought arrows with the emeralds. By the way, I'm only showing me doing this once, but this was something I repeated for quite a while. Once I ran out of emeralds, I went back to the farm, filled all the dispensers with the arrows, and then activated the dispensers again. Then again I went to the farm, activated the water, and tried to collect as many arrows as I possibly could before they get despawned. And that for many hours, until I grew sick and tired of doing that. And that's when I decided to just destroy the end. Which I should have just done from the start, because that was so much faster. Anyway, I spent a few hours just breaking chorus fruit in the end. It was quite fun to do. I mean, it was a lot better than what I did before. Also, the farm that I have, it's good if you just need like a little bit, right? I needed like 90... a bit over 90 boxes with chorus fruit, so running around in the end just breaking the plants over there was definitely a better idea. Once I had everything though, it was time to start smelting it all. Oh yeah, by the way, the end looks like a wasteland right now. It looks so stupid. Okay, smelting the chorus fruit took quite a while, and it's mainly just being AFK here at the smelter. Once in a while I had to empty the chest, and once in a while I had to just put more chorus fruit in. And beside that, I was just standing there and just waiting for it all to be done. Now it was time to craft all the end rods. I need these end rods for a big project I'm planning, and I need almost 700,000. A bit less than that, but it's still a lot. I spent a few hours crafting it all and then color-coded the end rod boxes. I decided to make all the boxes white, also end rods are now my top crafted item. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, it's a lot more original than having sticks at the top. So for the next material I needed another farm, and I needed quite a lot of slime blocks for it. I already have a slime farm, all I need to do now was AFK. And that's exactly what I did. I can't say much about this, I'm just waiting for slime. Okay, the next item I need are honey blocks. And no, I don't have a honey farm, so it's time to gather materials for one. I had all the materials pretty much laying around. I was mainly just missing the beehives, and the flower forest near my base is pretty much empty at this point, so I traveled a few thousand blocks to find a few beehives. I took more than I needed in case I wanted to make another farm, so yeah. I also got some sand because I needed glass for glass bottles, but that was pretty easy to get. I decided to make the bee farm in the nether, and I also lost the replay footage of making this farm, so that's that. So the next few days I was just waiting for the bees to make all the honey. And let me tell you, this farm was slow. I needed a decent amount of stacks, and just this one farm was really not doing it for me. So it's time to make another one. So back to my base I went to gather more materials for a bee farm. I already had some extra beehives, but not enough, so I went on another trip to get more beehives, which is why the material gathering took me an hour to do. I wasn't really lucky with finding beehives. I did eventually get everything though. The only downside to the beehives that I got was that most of them only had 2 bees in them, instead of 3, so I needed to breed them. But I will do that while I'm building the farm. I also got some more sand for bottles, and yeah, let's start building. Now that I got 2 bee farms, I should get honey a bit faster, and I needed about 12 stacks of honey blocks, which actually took me a lot longer than I expected. Honestly, I just been waiting for quite some hours to get all the honey, that's all I could really do. Like, you cannot make this farm go any faster than this. Okay, so the sound for this part is muted, if anyone even notices that. That's because I was doing live commentary for a video. Anyways, I was gathering materials for a trading hall. Yes, another one. This one specifically for more stonemasons, because I'm gonna need a lot of quartz, and I don't have many stonemasons at the ocean monument. Anyway, yeah, I got some villagers, I got some packed ice and quartz. That's mainly all I needed. Well, to be fair, I also needed snow, but I had plenty left over. Anyway, let's start building the trading hall. Right, now that the trading hall is done, I needed to level all the villagers to the right traits. Also, if you have seen the trading hall video, you will know I'm using a tripwire dupe to get emeralds faster. And everyone can start beefing with me in the comments over it, but if you need the amount of quartz I need and will keep needing because of my style of building, you would probably understand why I chose to do that. Anyway, for quite some hours I was just trading for emeralds and quartz. I would also once in a while go to the Ocean Monument Trading Hall just to get a few more emeralds and quartz. But yeah, that's basically what I have been doing for a few hours. I also AFK'd more at my iron farm because that was of course another way to make more emeralds. I just wanted to get quartz as quick as possible. So I got a bit bored from just trading, so I wanted to test my luck with just mining, because apparently I never learned from the last few times that I did. It did help a little bit with getting the amount I need, but if I have to be honest, I would have made more quartz if I spent these days trading instead of mining. Either way, the change in what I was doing was something I needed, so I didn't mind it that much. However, it's time to go back to trading. I was definitely getting somewhere with trading, though spending so many hours on farming quartz really feels like a waste of time at some point. However, it was very much needed. Man, I keep forgetting there's another way to get quartz, and I might make that farm at some point, but not now. Anyway, I got bored of trading again, so back to mining. I didn't really go mining for long, I don't know why, but I'm all over the place. I couldn't really make a choice between trading for quartz or just mining, so that was great. The change in what I was doing was once again pretty nice. I'm still slowly going insane though. The next few days I got quite far with all the quartz I needed. It's just such a time-consuming thing. I feel like 20% of this video is just me farming quartz, but hey, it's for a good cause I guess. I love how for the Amethyst farm video I never really showed how long it took to actually get all the materials I needed to even get working on this project. And that's exactly what this video is showing. Like, there went a lot more time into this specific farm than people actually know about. Anyway, I was once again just trading for emeralds and then trading for quartz, and that for a few hours, and it's quite boring. Okay, so I was really almost done with the quartz, but I ran out of wood to make sticks. So first I farmed some wood at the wood farm. Also yes, I fixed the wood farm. I don't know when though. You can probably find it somewhere back, but important part is I moved a redstone piece and a redstone torch, and that's all I really did. Anyway, I ran out of bone meal, so I had to go to the Wither Skeleton farm to get some more bones. I didn't need a lot of bones, but I wanted to get a few because I was gonna have to farm some moss very soon. Now that I got quite some bone meal, I went back to the wood farm and I got myself a lot more wood. Enough at least to not have to come back here for at least a little while. I have, by the way, learned my lesson to now never use oak trees in this farm. It just breaks it. Though I'm pretty sure if I ever need a lot of oak wood again, I would probably just do it again. Because I'll just forget that that was the entire reason that this farm broke in the first place. So when I said I was almost done with the quartz, I really meant it. These were the last few days I was trading for quartz. And then after that I needed the last few materials for this farm. Man, if I didn't make this extra villager trading hall mainly focused on stone masons, I think this would have taken so much longer. Like, can you imagine? Now that I got all the quartz though, it was time to smelt some of them because I needed smooth quartz, which didn't really take that long. And then I also needed to make them into slabs and stairs. Mainly a lot of stairs. Alright, so while I went quartz mining, I did actually go into a bastion at some point, so I finally got myself a upgrading template. And since I'm somewhat known for breaking netherite pickaxes, it was finally time to make new ones. I made one with Silk Touch and of course one with Fortune 3. Both of them were fully maxed out, and let's hope I don't break them again. Okay, so I started gathering packed ice. I mentioned this before, really enjoy farming this material. So even though it took me a few hours to get all the packed ice, it didn't really feel like it took me a few hours, so it felt more like I was just doing it for an hour. I think I needed like 22 shulker boxes with packed ice. I just speedran that like it was nothing, and that without a farm. By the way, why would you make a farm for packed ice? Also, because I was gonna need my pickaxes very soon, I went to my gold farm to mend them once I was done with the packed ice, just so I don't forget. Another material on the list were frog lights. I had a few left over, or well, mainly a full box left over, if not two. So I only spent one day AFK at the farm. It gave me more frog lights than I even needed. Snow was next, pretty easy to farm. By the way, I just want to mention, I didn't know about fast crafting stuff at the time yet. So here I am just dragging my mouse across the screen to craft, when in reality I could have just spammed the space button. And now looking at myself crafting, it kind of pisses me off. But hey, I learned my lesson, so no need to point that out. Anyways, yeah, it took me a few hours, but I did get all the snow I needed. It was time to get moss, and I know I could have just gone to a lush cave and destroyed it over there, but I have so much stone and so much bone meal, I might as well just farm it in my own base. I was actually debating on making a farm for it. I chose not to, I just don't know why. It could be really useful for bone meal at some point. I only needed like 3 boxes with moss, so yeah, it didn't really take long to get it all. Okay, so now it's a bit chaotic. I needed a lot of materials, just small amounts, so I was like everywhere to get everything. I was trading for some redstone, I also needed some glass, so I went to get some sand. I needed things like sticky pistons, observers, note blocks, redstone lamps, so yeah, I was just doing all of that. I needed scaffolds, but I didn't have any bamboo laying around, so I had to fly to a jungle to get some. Light blue concrete was also something I needed, so I was also farming that. Like I said, just a lot of random stuff to make just the amethyst farm. Yes, all the quartz I was farming for are for the amethyst farm, just to make it look good. Can't lie, it kinda does look good. Definitely fits the style of the storage. So at the time I just updated my world to the newest version where they added the pale garden, and I had to go find one to get some pale oak, because I want to use it in this farm. Quartz and pale oak just work really well together. Anyways, I can't lie, I was kind of scared of the new mob, so like I just took some saplings for the biome and grew the tree in my home. I did not feel like dealing with it creaking. Anyway, I got all the materials I needed and it was finally time to start building the amethyst farm. And damn, it took a while.
Say you love me, say you don't. Just give me something so I can move on. Pull me closer or push me away. Let me know if we'll be okay. 'Cause I can't stand another moment of you playing with my mind. I'm so tired of never knowing, so spell it out. 'Cause I won't stay awake till morning, I won't stay another night. If you're feeling something for me, say it now. 'Cause I can't wait for you forever. 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 I've been patient with your love. Sometimes you don't show it enough. And I wish you could open up and take my worry in and make it stop. 'Cause I can't stand another moment of you playing with my mind. I'm so tired of never knowing, so spell it out. 'Cause I won't stay awake till morning, I won't stay another night. If you're feeling something for me, say it now. 'Cause I can't wait for you forever. Say it now. 'Cause I can't wait for you forever. 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 'Cause I can't keep thinking that I could have done something, but now I'm left with an empty heart. No making amends, no waking up beside you and holding you till we forget it all. How could I know there was no second chances? Like dominoes, my life got really scattered. You couldn't keep the door shut, and now the frostbite's creeping in. 'Cause I've been stone cold since you left me here, so come home. Why won't you reappear? Things that I said came out totally wrong. Can't speak of the truth when it's tainted. I fell into a big black hole. It got me stone cold. You got me stone cold. You got me stone cold. You got me stone cold. Got me stone cold. No Wizard of Oz can undo what I've done. Completely out of luck this time. I'm stuck in reverse. I gotta get away now, but I can't seem to take the lead. Oh baby, how could I know there was no second chances? Like dominoes, my life got really scattered. Still, I find myself hoping that you'll find your way back to me. 'Cause I've been stone cold since you left me here, so come home. Why won't you reappear? Things that I said came out totally wrong. Can't speak of the truth when it's tainted. I fell into a big black hole. It got me stone cold. You got me stone cold. You got me stone cold. You got me stone cold. Got me stone cold. Hey, I don't get what this is about. You got my head spinning on my shoulders. I feel it burn inside of my chest. See the lines as they blur out. I can feel it knocking me out. You're bringing me higher and higher in every way. And all of my doubts, I can feel them, they're fading away. Oh, you're like a fantasy. I know this can't be real. I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling way down. All delusional. You got me feeling like I'm lucid dreaming. Got me flying high. 'Cause I can't believe that I get to have you close. On an endless road, I'm levitating now. In one of those lucid dreams. In one of those lucid dreams. Oh yeah. Wait, you gotta tell me what you did. I saw the world turning in my mind. Oh, yesterday you pulled the rug under my feet. Still I'm trying to wake me up. What if I'm making it all up? You're bringing me higher and higher in every way. And all of my doubts, I can feel them, they're fading away. Oh, you're like a fantasy. I know this can't be real. I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling way down. All delusional. 'Cause you got me feeling those lucid dreams. In one of those lucid dreams. I walk within your maze. My head is dizzy like the purple haze. I don't know where we're going, but the clues that you are throwing are leading me back home to you. 'Cause you got me feeling like I'm lucid dreaming, like I'm flying, yeah. 'Cause I can't believe that I get to have you close on an endless trip, comforting you in one of those lucid dreams. Oh yeah, in one of those lucid dreams. You and me stuck on the ocean now. Nothing but waves and they're spilling in. I wanna dry up, but you just keep on going, don't you? I don't even know how we got here. All my reasoning have disappeared. I wanna bury the hatchet and find the way back to our home, our home, our home. We don't have to drift inside this dome. I will not let us fade away. It's not a price I wanna pay, and it's not too late. No, we lost our purpose, chasing all that surplus. You were all that I need. I feel that we can break free. We can still go back there to a place with no cares. We can turn this ship around. We can turn this ship around all the way back home. Chasing all that we do not dare. Chasing all that we don't have. Chasing all that we do not dare. We do not all the way back home. Chasing all that we do not dare. Chasing all that we don't have. Chasing all that we do not dare. We do not. Yesterday we could be ourselves. Didn't have much, but nevertheless we were true to each other. But now we don't even bother. I remember you being hopeful, but the tall waves have worn us down, and slowly we are drowning. That's why you need to come with me, with me, with me. Turn around 180 degrees and cross the sea. I will not let us fade away. It's not a price I wanna pay, and it's not too late. No, we lost our purpose, chasing all that surplus. You were all that I need. I feel that we can break free. We can still go back there to a place with no cares. We can turn this ship around. We can turn this ship around all the way back home. Chasing all that we do not dare. Chasing all that we don't have. Chasing all that we do not dare. We do not all the way back home. Chasing all that we do not dare. Chasing all that we don't have. Chasing all that we do not dare. We do not. I always knew we could do so many great things. So believe in me, I believe in you, and I just feel that this will be an upswing. So hear me out. No, we lost our purpose, chasing all that surplus. You were all that I need. I feel that we can break free. We can still go back there to a place with no cares. We can turn this ship around. We can turn this ship around all the way back home. Chasing all that we do not dare. Chasing all that we don't want. Chasing all that we do not dare. We do not all the way back home. Chasing all that we do not dare. Chasing all that we don't want. Chasing all that we do not dare. All the way back home.
They keep on telling lies. That is how we stay.
is wrong and what is right. We keep moving in different rhythms. Still I know what you feel. We keep moving in different rhythms. Two different minds telling lies. That's how we stay alive. At least we try to survive. We're not the ones who hide. Two different minds. Oh, oh, oh. Two different minds. We're not the ones who hide. Two different minds. You know just what to say to make it all okay. 'Cause I am too blind to see when you're in front of me. We keep moving in different rhythms. Two different minds telling lies. That's how we stay alive. At least we try to survive. We're not the ones who hide. Two different minds. Oh, oh, oh. Two different minds. We're not the ones who hide. Two different minds telling lies. That's how we stay alive. At least we try to survive. We're not the ones who hide. Two different minds. We're not the ones who hide. Two different minds telling lies. That's how we stay alive.
You know that I'ma keep it cool. With you I feel like breaking rules. On the edge, looking out with no parachute. You know I'm dreaming about us two, playing around without a clue. On the edge, leaning out. With us it's all or nothing. Ooh, but guess I need more of you. With us it's all or nothing, but guess I need more of you. You say it during night, but in the morning you're asleep. With us it's all or nothing. Ooh, but guess I need more of you. With us it's all or nothing, but guess I need more of you. You say it during night, but in the morning you're asleep. Had to convince my friends this time. Think you're toxic to my mind, but I know they don't know what you're all about. The way you hold my body tight, staying up talking through the night. Yeah, I know they just don't. With us it's all or nothing. Ooh, but guess I need more of you. With us it's all or nothing, but guess I need more of you. You say it during night, but in the morning you're asleep. I need more of. With us it's all or nothing. Ooh, but guess I need more of you. Why don't you stay? Why don't we talk about this? Why don't you stay? Why don't we talk about this? With us it's all or nothing. Ooh, but guess I need more of you. With us it's all or nothing, but guess I need more of you. You say it during night, but in the morning you're asleep. With us it's all or nothing. With us it's all or nothing. Ooh, but guess I need more of you. With us it's all or nothing, but guess I need more of you. You say it during night, but in the morning you're asleep. With us it's all or nothing.
So now that the farm was done, I needed a lot of amethyst. And if you look at the day counter, you can see I spent quite a while farming amethyst. And fun fact, I'm not even done yet. Anyway, yeah, I was just at the manual farm while the automatic farms were just doing their own thing. I was just AFK for an hour and then get all the clusters and then back to AFK and so on. Just like the end rods, I need a lot of amethyst for the project I'm currently working on. Also, fun fact, as I'm doing the voiceover, I got a funny little reminder that I started this project, or well, the creative planning, at least exactly a year ago. Man, I have been doing this a while. Anyway, I needed a little break, so I decided to go mend my pickaxes. As I was mending my pickaxes, I realized how burnt out I feel from just doing the same thing day in and day out. That's also kind of why it's taking so long to get this video out. So I wanted to farm amethyst in a different way, just a bit of a change, you know. So I went into some of the chunks that I have been in a lot, so like around the harbor, around the ocean monument, specifically around the ocean monument, just to go farm some clusters. I didn't really get much, so I don't know if it was really worth it. The only thing that was worth it was getting the amethyst blocks, so yeah, and I need a lot of that as well. But in the long run, it kind of felt like I was wasting my time by doing this, so I just went back to my base. So I have shown this in a video before, but the custom forest here kind of burned down. In some spots at least. So I wanted to fix that. And for that I needed to get spruce leaves. And I ran out of bones for bone meal, so I farmed some bones at the Widow Skeleton farm. I only spent 2 days farming leaves. However, I have to admit, as I was fixing the biome, I did actually go farm a little bit more leaves because I ran out at some point. But yeah, I got some spruce woods, some spruce leaves, and many other things I still had left over from back when I was making the biome. So that's like the dark oak stuff, like the stairs, the slabs. I mean, technically I have trapdoors left over as well, but they can't burn. Anyways, let's go fix this biome. So next I needed more amethyst, and I also actually felt like farming it. So I decided to actually go farm some of the clusters. By the way, I need 7 boxes full with amethyst clusters, which doesn't sound like a lot, but seeing how many I get an hour, it's still gonna take a while. This is still a pretty good farm though, it's just for the amount of clusters I need, it's just not enough. I just spent an entire day, by the way, dedicated to getting purple dye. Since the big amount of materials I needed for this project made me feel a bit burnt out, I figured I'll just start working on some smaller ones. That way, if I'm done with the amethyst, that means I can actually get into building it, and I don't have to farm the other ones anymore. Because like, at the moment, I just needed to do anything but farming amethyst. So one item on that list was purple concrete, and for that I needed some gravel. So I started traveling to find a biome with a lot of gravel that I can just destroy. I found 2 biomes I could destroy actually, so that was pretty good. I got the gravel really fast, and there was also a desert really close, so it was time to also fly there for sand. Getting the sand for the concrete didn't take long, took a lot shorter than getting all the gravel, but to be fair, the gravel was annoying to get because of all the flying around and dealing with phantoms. I also had some sand at home, so lucky me, I guess. I got home pretty fast, and I also immediately crafted all the purple concrete that I need. I didn't need the concrete powder, but the actual concrete, so here I am just converting it again, for a little while at least. This brings me back to the time I needed to do this for hours, because I needed so much blue concrete for the end build. I'm just happy it didn't take as long as that. Also, I think I forgot to mention, but I had a lot of leftover purple glass and concrete from the Ocean Monument project back in the days. The leftovers been rotting in shulker boxes for such a long time, so I'm glad I can actually finally use them. Now, because I mined so much concrete, I needed to mend my pickaxes again. You know, mending tools is just like a chore. Don't get me wrong, I love the fact that we got mending instead of having to repair with diamonds. But because you have to do it, it just feels like a chore. I mean, technically you don't have to do it, but then you gotta keep making new ones. I don't know where I'm going with this. Alright, next day. As I mentioned before, I had a lot of leftovers from the Ocean Monument, including glass, but I still needed a lot for this project, so it was time to get more sand for glass. So back to destroying the local desert. Now I actually tried to make the desert not look destroyed and all, but if I want to get sand from a new desert, I'm gonna have to travel far, and that takes time, so now I'm good. As expected, I needed to smelt the sand into glass, and I also of course needed to dye it purple. Anyway, yeah, I was just waiting for the sand to be smelted so I can dye it. That's all I really did. So for the big projects, I need a very small amount of quartz, like really small. I also had plenty of leftovers, so I didn't really need to get a lot of quartz. Also, I needed glow lichen. That's like the main thing I farmed in these 2 days, just glow lichen. Glow lichen is pretty easy to farm though, it's just bone meal spam. Just for one day, I was farming amethyst. To be fair, I've been working around the area, so it was just time to gather the clusters and then go do something else again. I do get quite a lot of clusters from this place. Anyways, not only did the biome fall victim to lightning, but so did my barn, so I spent some time fixing that. Okay, so now the barn is fixed. It was back to go farm some amethyst. Just for a little bit. Of course, soon I will be spending a lot of hours on farming amethyst again, just not until after I hit 4,000 days. But yeah, I was AFK waiting for the clusters to grow, and then I would just farm it again. Just that same thing over and over again. As per usual, my base was a mess, just choco boxes everywhere. But I also had a lot of unsorted stuff from mining out the amethyst farms. And also the coarse fruit farm. So I spent the next few days cleaning up the boxes, putting the blocks where I need them to be, and yes, I know I have a very big storage that I still have not set up yet. I'm gonna do that very soon. I don't know why I keep forgetting that. On day 4000, I was making some golden carrots, some rockets, all just stuff I really needed to make sure I'm ready for the next 1000 days. And once again, I watched the sun go down. Here's to another 1000 days.